Yo, thanks. Let me know if you can hear my voice and stuff. I've never used OBS before. Or like, I have, but never on this computer, so I just set everything up just now. Yeah, it's the double walrus combo. Wait, let me know if you can hear me and stuff. I think my mic really sucks. Oh, thanks, Rob. Okay, so last right skill is conk spit F. candies on Latios and Walrein. Okay, I'm just gonna do the pre-damage here because I don't know. Don't want to like accidentally walk in or anything. But yeah, Faulty, I think like maybe if I had tons of scales, then I wouldn't need like double like Walrein and Prim because I could just scale Prim to do everything I needed. But I don't know. I didn't have enough for that. And when I was calcing, Walrein honestly looked better. So like Prim isn't doing that much, but it happened to like fill the holes that I needed pretty nicely. That's why Walrein is Walrus 1 and Prim is just Walrus 2. Urshifu needs poison. And Walrein needs poison. Yeah. Honestly, like I just needed a guy who could like switch into dragon moves and not bait dragon moves. Like I got my first fairy at Evergrande, it was Florges, and until then I was either just sacking whenever like the AI clicked Draco, uh, or just like routing really really hard to like avoid letting them click dragon moves. Let me just, I think I already sorted all the items that I need. Oh, I need the muscle band too. gonna check movesets. Oh, I need to make sure I have a feint attack TM. Okay. I think we're good to go. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Oh, I have to give items. That'd be bad. Thank you. Walrein item doesn't matter, but I'm just gonna give him a choice scarf just in case. Wait, did I bring choice scarf with me? If I didn't, I'm resetting. Okay, no. Okay, Dragon Gem, Ice Gem, Jaboka Berry. Roa Berry, and Kebia Berry. Alright, here we go, Sydney singles. Because I thought I needed conk for Glacia doubles, so then when I was looking at what to do for Sydney, I saw that he could just Mach Punch kill the Greninja, and I went from there. Okay, Walrein is pre-damaged to always bait Dark Pulse fast kill from Greninja so it never sets hazards. Go to Conk, always tanks Dark Pulse, obviously. We have a Roat Berry, so him hitting us is going to break his sash. Okay, and then we just Mach Punch kill. And even if that Dark Pulse had max roll crit, Necrozma, who's coming in, would still only see a kill with Photon Geyser, never with any other move. And because Necrozma is faster than Conk, this is also a fast kill, so he's never going to go for Stealth Rocks, he's always just going to go for the kill. Photon Geyser is Psychic move, so we can go to Weavile for free. Okay, because of our pre-damage, Weavile is always dead to Heat Wave, and it's not his first turn out anymore, so he can't go for hazards over slow kill. So this is always Heat Wave. Gonna go to Latios. Okay, and we have Dragon Gem, Draco Meteor. Like, literally, I don't even know how this kills. This doesn't seem balanced, but I'm glad it works because this is the only thing I could find that can kill this thing in one hit. So, because we are modest, if we were level 99, we would speed tie the Urshifu Dark, and it would come out because it would see fast kill. But because we candy to 100, we outspeed Urshifu, and instead we get Yveltal, who's 1 point faster. Yveltal always sees a kill with only Dark Pulse. Our Weavile is pre-damaged to live max roll Dark Pulse crit by 1 HP. Okay, he got the crit. Okay. So this Yveltal has 393 HP. Fake Out plus Ice Gem, Icicle Crash does 394. So this always kills, just barely. Without having to candy. I only had 2 candies. I was really worried before I started planning because I thought 2 candies would mean I have to risk a bunch of ranges, but everything just worked out. Okay, and this is the cool part of the line, although because I got crit, it doesn't really matter, but Urshifu comes in, so first in line, like everything in the back is slower than Weavile and sees a kill on Weavile, but I have a fast kill on Nidoking, who is first in line, so instead Urshifu came out for a slow kill, and because my Weavile has complete dog shit defense, like 2 defense, even after a min-roll Dark Pulse from Yveltal, I would always be dead to Sucker Punch, which means that here, instead of going for a slow kill with Wicked Blow or Close Combat, Urshifu is always going to go for the fast kill with Sucker Punch. So I get a free switch into Prim. Okay, there's a Sucker Punch. Alright, this guy has a Roselli Berry, reduces how much damage Fairy type moves do. So even if I crit this Draining Kiss, I never kill him. He can either Close Combat or Wicked Blow here. They do like the same damage to Prim. Obviously not dead to either one. If he Close Combats, then it drops his stats, so I do more damage. I still never kill unless I crit. And if he gets the Close Combat drop and I crit, then he dies, but I'll be basically full HP from all the healing from Draining Kiss. Okay, he Wicked Blows. I'm going to heal all this back. Okay, I hope he Wicked Blows again because I want to show like what was really cool about this. If he Close Combats, then I might just kill with Flip Turn, which wouldn't be that cool. So the thing that I was worried about was if I stayed in and I killed here and he Close Combat crit me, I wouldn't heal that much because I did so much damage with the first Draining Kiss. And even with the Kebia Berry that I have, I could potentially be dead to Nidoking's Sludge Wave. So to avoid that, I'm just going to Flip Turn out, even though Urshifu isn't going to die here. Oh, sorry. It's just like... might be my chair. I'm not really sure what I can do about it. I moved it a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Okay, so we Flip Turn out and we're going to go back into Weavile. So after min-roll Draining Kiss plus min-roll Flip Turn, Fake Out plus 2 Ice Shards always kills. And because he sees a fast kill with Sucker Punch, he's always going to go for Sucker Punch the first chance he gets. So if I Fake Out here, doesn't matter if this kills. And now he's always going to go for Sucker Punch. And I'm faster and Ice Shard is priority. So my Ice Shard is going to go before his Sucker Punch and make it fail. So even if this Ice Shard doesn't kill, it's still fine because I get another Ice Shard. And 2 Ice Shards always kills. But this Ice Shard should kill based on the HP. Okay. And now I have a fast kill on Nidoking, so this is always Gyarados. Gyarados can't set up here because he sees a kill on Weavile. One of the main problems that I noticed with both the Sydney fights when I was calcing is that even if you go level 100, 31 attack, Urshifu, you always have a range to kill with Close Combat, even with Adamant. So I realized I didn't even have to bother using a candy or a scale on this guy. These are the IVs he came with. And instead, I can just switch into a physical move. I'm wearing a Jaboka Berry. And with the Jaboka Berry chip, I always kill with the close combat. I had to use Jaboka Berry instead of Rocky Helmet because he could have Earthquaked there on Weavile. So it had to be a berry instead of just Rocky Helmet because Rocky Helmet is contact only. Alright, and now we kill. And so we always lived max roll Earthquake crit plus the 2 turns of poison that we're going to take. So the first turn was on the switch in, and then this is the second turn of poison. Okay, and it's just Nidoking left. And we just kill this guy with Surging Strikes. Nice. Oh yeah, so far everything's good, Petro. If you want to hop in voice, I can chat, but... Wait, is that how that works, Faulty? I thought it wouldn't count because it doesn't get to actually, like, use the move. I don't know, maybe that assumption isn't correct. But basically I thought that wouldn't count, so it would still try to sucker the next turn. If that isn't how it works, then that was definitely a risk. Wait, am I gonna get, like, locked in, like, a dialogue if I go through this door? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. All right. That was a reasonable big risk then. Although, like, if Urshifu clicked close combat on either of the 2 chances that it had, then, like, I would never need the second Ice Shard. And even otherwise, needing the second Ice Shard was pretty unlikely. Because as you saw, that one, I killed it with the first Ice Shard. But yeah, I did not know that. Wait, do I have to do my pre-damage here, or can I, like, walk into the next room without getting ganked? I guess I'll just do it here. Okay. Okay. Alright, so quick disclaimer. I think I might be playing into the Pinchberry bug here. If that happens, I have a save state from where, like, before I planned my E4. Like, I got my last encounter, and then I made a save state, so, like, if I lose to a bug, I'm just going to go back to that save state and plan from there. Because I don't think it would make sense to just reset the E4 and recook, because I've sacked a bunch of stuff knowing that I didn't need it. I know, I'm sure a more moral gamer would just take the loss, but I don't want to do that. But hopefully that doesn't come up. And by bug, I mean, like, the mechanics of Pokemon not working properly. If the AI does something I don't expect, that's not a bug. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't matter. Okay. I need Prim at 219. I'll take 2 damage here. Uh, 219, so I need one more potion. And then I need Urshifu at 80 HP. I'm just gonna speed up a little bit. Oh, I wanted to be at 80. I mean, I think 17. I'm just gonna do 80 because that's what I have in my notes. So I'll just heal him up 10 HP. Okay, so I think all the pre-damage is right. I just need to heal everyone else up to full. Moves, I need Aerial Ace on Urshifu, I already have that. I need Thunderbolt on Latios. I don't think I need any of these other than Draco, but I guess the least valuable move is probably Ice Beam. I don't think I need that for anything. Thunderbolt, and I need Feint Attack on Weavile. The only reason I needed Ice Shard was for that first fight. Okay, and then items. Urshifu needs Lychee Berry. Oh yeah, hopefully this berry works. Walrein needs the red card. Weavile needs Dark Gem. Eject button on Conk. Life Orb, Latios. And then Prim just needs any item. I guess I'll just go like I pop a berry. Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay, here we go. Doubles. Okay. Okay, berry activates. Let's see if we actually got the attack boost. First turn is like pretty textbook. Sash Decidueye either wants to go for a kill, or it's at Tailwind. We're just gonna fake him out. Urshifu with Unseen Fist always kill Chandelure, even if it protects. Although it shouldn't be able to protect because it sees kills. Okay, based on that damage, I think I got the attack boost. I think so, Petro. The bug is that like you get the animation and everything saying that you got the boost, but then you don't get it. But I think I got it. Okay, so now this should bait in Lunala because it sees a fast kill on my Urshifu. Dark Gem Weavile. Oh, I should have restored PP. I don't think it matters, but I need to remember to do that before the next one. Dark Gem Weavile always kills this thing through Shadow Shield. And then we're just going to Aerial Ace the Decidueye, which kills it because it's 4 times effective. Okay, so Weavile's faster than everything in the back, so the thing that comes out is going to be Blastoise because it's first in line and it sees a slow kill. So that's going to be in the right slot. The left slot is going to be Giratina because it sees a fast kill onto Urshifu. Okay, so this position looks really fucking bad because Blastoise sees slow kills into both slots and it can fake out into either slot because my Weavile is an inner focus and all of those things can potentially have the same score. But because of the Lychee Berry attack boost, Urshifu has 1 killing roll with close combat, even with my 23 attack and level 99. Yeah, it has 1 killing roll on Blastoise with close combat. So Blastoise, like fake out on Urshifu, gets an extra plus 11 because the AI likes to get off priority moves before it dies. So this is guaranteed to be fake out into Blastoise. And Giratina sees, like, it doesn't see any kills into Weavile, but even if it did, they would be slow kills, whereas it's fast kill into Urshifu. And our HP had to be really precise. We couldn't just go down to 1 HP because at 80 HP, Urshifu is not dead to Shadow Sneak or Flamethrower, and we don't have an item anymore because our berry was consumed. This is why we couldn't use a Fighting Gem to do the same Blastoise bait. We had to get rid of our item to guarantee that this is Dragon Pulse into the Urshifu slot. And so it's guaranteed fake out, so that means that Weavile is safe here. So Weavile is just going to go for knockoff into Blastoise, and so Blastoise is going to go first before Giratina because it's using fake out. So we can switch in Urshifu into our red card Walrein. And Blastoise is going to fake us out here and get sent out. And there's only 1 Mon left in the back. So we know exactly who's coming out. And it's Gengar. This Gengar is like a really big problem for me because I don't have Sucker Punch and Weavile with no item doesn't kill Mega Gengar with knockoff. Plus I'm slower and get killed by it. So what I had to do was I had to figure out a way to kill Gengar when he was in his base form. So I had to red card him in. Alright, and Walrein was pre-damaged to always tank Fake Out plus Dragon Pulse and bait another Dragon Pulse. If we got crit, then this could be a random move from Giratina, and that's why we have Eject Button Conk in the back. That way, Conk can soak the random move from Giratina, get ejected out, and then I can have Prim come in. But because Walrein didn't get crit, I can just switch Walrein hard into Prim, because this is guaranteed to be Dragon Pulse from Giratina into the Walrein slot. Blastoise still sees a slow kill on Weavile, but it sees a fast kill with Focus Blast into Walrein, so it's always going to go for that. We're going to Feint Attack here. The reason I taught Feint Attack is because if Walrein had gotten crit, then Blastoise could potentially see killing rolls with Muddy Water into Walrein. And if I knocked off Blastoise and my knockoff crit, it would put Blastoise into Torrent. And then if the Torrent boosted Muddy Water crit on my Weavile, then he could go for Muddy Water again next turn, which I don't want. So instead, we're just going to get a little bit of chip with Feint Attack. And then Walrein switches to, so Walrus 1 switches to Walrus 2 on guaranteed Dragon Pulse plus Focus Blast. Okay, a little bit of chip. Dude, this... Okay, thank God. Dude, I like just seeing that with my Weavile on the field got me so scared, even though I knew it had to go into Prim. Alright, so now Blastoise sees no kills on Prim, so it's always going to go for the Focus Blast into Weavile. Giratina sees fast kill with Poltergeist into Prim because Prim is holding an item. The item doesn't actually matter, but it's just there so that Giratina can click Poltergeist. So Weavile is going to switch, because it doesn't want to eat a Focus Blast, into Life Orb Latios. And Primarina is going to switch back to Walrus 1. We're going to put Giratina in the double Walrus spin cycle. Walrein is immune to Poltergeist because after the red card is consumed, he's not holding an item. If Walrein had gotten crit, then I couldn't switch Walrein back in because it would bait random moves, but Urshifu can do the same purpose because Urshifu is pre-damaged to only be dead to Dragon Pulse. But because Walrein is healthy, I'm just going to use Walrein because that's cooler. Okay, so Weavile to Latios. Prim back to Walrein. Poltergeist fails. And Focus Blast into Latios. Crit doesn't matter. We're still never in range of Giratina Shadow Sneak. No, that was on the first fight, Trisk, because originally my plan was just to solo the Urshifu with Prim, and there was a chance of bad stuff happening if, like, I got close combat crit and then Nidoking crit a Sludge Wave when I tried to flip turn out. But I figured out a way to avoid that, although apparently I was risking something else that I didn't know about, but didn't get punished. Okay, so now Latios is faster than Blastoise. We have Life Orb. After the Feint Attack chip, Life Orb Thunderbolt always kills the Blastoise. Giratina does see kills into Latios, but they're slow kills, and it sees fast kills into Walrein. Fast kill into Walrein with specifically Dragon Pulse, so I'm just going to go back to Walrus 2. Okay, even after max roll, Focus Blast crit, and one tick of Life Orb, we're never in range of Giratina Shadow Sneak, so it's never going to go for it. So I'm safe to just stay in here and drop a Schlabamba on this Giratina. And I'll just, I mean, I don't need to switch, but I'll just switch back to Walrein here. Alright, and that's Phoebe. I was so excited for the red card strat. It's like the highlight, I think. Thanks, Faulty and Petro. Alright, Glacia. Let me just double check my slots for this one because I changed my plans a lot. So I need Walrein opposite from the crab, so I need Walrein slot 2. Okay. And Walrein needs to be under 326. I should have bought more potions. Wait, how much is... I guess I'll just use berries. Oh, nice. We ended up at a multiple of 6. It's convenient. Can I heal 25% from here? Oh, this is too much math. So it should be like 80-ish that I heal. That should be fine. Well, I guess I ruined my multiple of 6. I should have just used orange berries. I got impatient. It's okay though. Okay. Oh yeah, I just want to say also, like, my Weavile being pressure instead of inner focus made that fight so much harder to calc. Because, like, I lost my Barraskewda right before Seafloor Cavern to, like, the mechanic where you encore fake out, and then even though fake out is failing, it's picking a target, and you PP stall the guy out of fake outs too fast. Like, I lost my Barraskewda right before Seafloor Cavern to that. And so when I was trying to plan this, originally I had an idea with like Slackberry level 91 Walrein to outspeed Blastoise but underspeed Lunala, where I encore the fake out, but the pressure just fucked me. So I had to come up with something else. Okay. Latios full HP. Wait, am I really out of oh, I have max potions. Okay. Urshifu full HP. Latios full HP. And Prim full HP. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm glad I found out there. So Urshifu needs Black Belt. Weavile needs black glasses. Oh yeah, also that, like, that pressure thing not working is also why I had to recook my Glacia to not use the Dark Gem. Originally I was going to use my Dark Gem here, but I had to figure out a way to use it on Lunala instead, which meant that I had to figure out a way to not use it on Calyrex. But I think we made it work. So Rocky Helmet, Latios. Oh, thanks. Fighting Gem Conk. Yeah. Good call. And Iron Ball Walrein. Prim item doesn't really matter. I guess she can just keep the berry just in case. Okay, let's do PP. Oh, I need to teach Urshifu Rock Smash. It doesn't matter until Wallace, but I just wrote it in my notes for Glacia, Drake, and Wallace so that I don't miss it. I don't need Aerial Ace anymore. Black Belt, Iron Ball, Black Glasses, Rocky Helmet, Fighting Gem, doesn't matter. Alright, I think we're ready. Oh, no, PP. I forget what moves I've used. No, that's like it's to, basically the Goodra has like setup, and if he curses, then I want to lower his defense before I CC and drop my stats. I'll explain when we get there. Oh wait, I forgot I have this trainer dock thing and I haven't been scrolling it. That's my bad. Okay, so we're on Glacia now. Okay, that would have been helpful for Phoebe. I think that's all I need. Sorry I'm going really slow, by the way. I just don't want to make any mistakes. Alright. We are good to go. Doubles. Okay. So this is a Trick Room fight. So the way the AI works is if they have a Mon that has Trick Room and you have a Mon that's faster than that Mon and the Trick Room setter doesn't see any kills, it's guaranteed to go for Trick Room. Because I got lucky and I got max Spadef Urshifu with like a decent HP stat, Magearna never sees any kills with Dazzling Gleam on my Urshifu turn 1. So it's just going to go for Trick Room. My Walrein came timid and I scaled 31 speed on it. So even with the Iron Ball that it's holding, it's faster than this slow-ass Crabominable. Crab has Sash, but both my guys are faster, so I can just kill it for free. Okay, and now Magearna should go for Trick Room. Oh, 1 boost. Okay, so the first thing that sees a slow kill on Walrein is Calyrex Ice Rider. Sees a close combat kill. So it comes in. But Trick Room is up, and with the Iron Ball, my Walrein is slower than Calyrex, so faster in Trick Room. Meanwhile, my Urshifu, which is normally faster, is now slower in Trick Room. So instead of going for the close combat kill on Walrein, Calyrex is going to go for a Zen Headbutt kill into Urshifu, and Walrein is safe. So I'm going to go to Weavile on Zen Headbutt, and now that Trick Room is up, I'm faster with my Iron Ball, I'm faster than Magearna. So I'm going to Encore Magearna into Trick Room. And the headbutt, okay, nice. And Trick Room. Okay, so now Trick Room is off. So now Calyrex is faster than Walrein. So even though it sees a kill into Weavile, it's a slow kill. So instead of going for Weavile, it's always going to go for the close combat into Walrein. So Weavile is safe. So what I'm going to do here, which looks kind of troll, is I'm going to fake out the Magearna even though I have it Encore locked. This does 2 important things. So Triss, the slots matter because when the AI is determining what to send in next, it looks like diagonally. So like my right and their left, and my left and their right. So I needed Walrein to be on the right so that when it was determining what to send in after I killed the crab, it looks at Walrein and not Urshifu. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna fake out the Magearna even though it's just sitting there clicking Trick Room, not threatening anything. This is 2 things. So 1, it means that next turn, we are not going to be in Trick Room. We're still going to be in a situation where Weavile is the fastest guy on the field. And the second thing it does is it saves Magearna a Trick Room PP. Trick Room only has 5 PP. It used 1 on turn 1, 1 on turn 2. It would use a 3rd one here, but I'm going to stop it from doing that. And Calyrex is going for close combat into Walrein. So I'm going to switch this to Rocky Helmet Latios to tank the close combat. So pressure doesn't matter here, Petro, because it only works, pressure only applies to moves that like you target at an enemy. Trick Room is like a field effect, so it doesn't work, thankfully. Because I need Magearna to keep all 5 Trick Room PP. Okay, Rocky Helmet procs. Okay, so Trick Room is not up because Magearna didn't get to move last turn. After the Calyrex got the defense drop from close combat and the Rocky Helmet chip, Black Glass's knockoff always kills it. And it's disgusting that I needed both of those things, by the way. This mon is not fair. Magearna is going to go back to clicking Trick Room. There's one turn of Encore left. So Latios is safe to just switch out to back to Walrein. And goodbye, Calyrex. Oh, got the crit too. It didn't matter, but... Oh, second boost. Okay, and now Trick Room is back on. So because Trick Room is on, my Walrein outspeeds this Magearna under Trick Room, so I get to Encore back into Trick Room again. It has 2 PP left. Because I prevented it from using it once, it's only used it 3 times. So it has 2 PP left. Kyurem came in seeing a kill on Walrein, but now that it's in and Trick Room is up, it sees a fast kill into Weavile. So instead of going for the slow kill into Walrein, it's going to attack Weavile. And because we scaled HP on Weavile, it only sees a kill with Stone Edge. So we are going to go back to Chef Curry on the Stone Edge, and we are going to make Magearna Trick Room again. Crit, that should be fine. I'm just going to double check because that did a lot of damage. Although honestly, I don't think I really... Actually, I'm pretty sure it's fine, but let's see. Speed def -1. I need to be above 181. That's my HP. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Alright, so now Trick Room is off. So Urshifu is the fastest thing on the field. So we are just going to pack this Kyurem up. Alright, and so there's only one, we're only 1 turn into the second Encore, but Magearna only has 1 Trick Room PP left. So after it clicks Trick Room next turn, it's going to be out of Encore. So I need to deal with it because I let it get a bunch of boosts. It's going to get a 3rd boost after I kill Kyurem. But it's time for El Capitan to take the stage. So we kill Kyurem. So Conk with Trick Room up has fast kill into both base Abomasnow. Yeah, it did faulty. It saw Stone Edge and Fusion Bolt or whatever the electric move is. But because my Iron Ball Walrein is slower than Room Service Kyurem, it was always going to go for Weavile. But the reason that Kyurem came out is because it saw kills into Walrein. And Kyurem is behind Calyrex in the team order, that's why Calyrex... Oh, shit, yeah, you're right, okay. Not punished again. Let me double check if it saw kills. I think it did. So what's my HP? It saw 1 kill. 1 roll of Stone Edge killed, so yeah, I guess that was another risk. Damn, I saw 2 risks that I didn't know about. The Sucker Punch thing and then this. Alright, well I'm glad I didn't say the R word. I mean, I should have known, because like the other disaster besides the Barraskewda disaster was when I lost I lost Mega Arrow, Salamence, and Kabutops to Rally and Ian because I got high crit AI'd. Okay, so Abomasnow is in. Regular Abomasnow sees a fast kill with Trick Room up into Urshifu with Giga Drain and Giga Drain only. So we are going to go into Weavile with the HP scale that we invested. We always live Giga Drain Max Roll Crit from Mega Abomasnow. And then Conk, Fighting Gem Conk with close to max attack, like plus attack nature and like 30 attack or whatever I am, always kills Magearna with Fighting Gem Hammer Arm. So Magearna never gets to use all the boosts that it gathered up. So once Abomasnow Mega Evolves, it becomes really, really slow. So really fast in Trick Room. So it's going to move before my Conk. Okay, and Giga Drain into Weavile. We should always live this. All right. And we're going to drop a bomb on Magearna. So that's, now we're -1 speed. Abomasnow is still slower than us, so faster in Trick Room. But the Porygon that's about to come in is not. Okay, so we don't want Abomasnow to move before us, so we're going to fake him out. And we're going to Hammer Arm the Porygon. We're slower than the Porygon, so we should go first and we should kill it before it gets to do anything. Okay, and so now we've Hammer Armed twice, so we've gotten 2 speed drops. So now we are slower, our speed number is lower than Abomasnow. So it doesn't really matter what Weavile does. I'm just gonna switch in case something weird happens. And we can just send in a superpower into Abomasnow, why not? Yeah, so I actually scaled Conk to Brave instead of Adamant. It didn't actually matter. Like, I think the speed tiers were the same no matter what. But I don't know. It just felt like El Capitan should be Brave, and it kind of makes sense because his job is to be a Trick Room sweeper, so figured why not. All right. See, teach Urshifu Rock Smash, I already did that. Okay, so Latios for this next fight had to be under 216 HP. That's why I used him as the Rocky Helmet guy to tank the CC. Min roll CC from Calyrex always put me low enough for the next fight. I mean, I guess I could have just not healed after Phoebe, but I don't know. I saw this when I was playing, so I was like, all right, why not? So we need to be under 216 HP and we're 203. So I'll just use 1 Oran Berry on Latios. And everyone else gets to be full, I think. Yep, good call. I don't think I didn't click a move on Latios, right? Who else? I guess Urshifu close combat. Yeah, I mean, I feel like unfortunately it's the only way to get any sort of consistency. I'm sure people can do it fast, and like when I was playing through the game normally, I would just use a script to do it as long as like it was like technically possible to do it without the script. Just because I don't want to like waste time running back and forth with the poison and stuff. But I feel like for the E4 at least, and like in gauntlets in general, it's like important to do it legit. Oh, yes, I was just checking PP. OCC. Yeah, so in gym battles, Trisk, you get healed to full before every fight, so there is no HP management, which actually makes it a lot harder because you can't pre-damage to bait exactly what you want. But for like overworld battles and the E4, there is, like, you're allowed to pre-damage and pre-status and stuff. So I think it's a pretty nice mix. You get fights where you can like script literally every turn, and then there's also fights where you have to account for like a lot more variance. Although what a lot of people do, and I did too, is like you purposely keep some of your mons lower level for the gym battles so that it like effectively works like pre-damage. Okay. Where did my choice scarf go? Yeah, so I don't know if you'll like this, Faulty. Probably not. Like, I thought of this on my own and I was really excited, but like, I after I thought of it, I like Control F'd in Dex's Discord for Chillonberry, and then I found out that a lot of other people do this too. So, I mean, you already probably know what it does, but I don't know. I thought that was kind of a cool trick. I feel like the rest might be a little bit boring. The most creative stuff was on the last two. So Weavile needs Citrus Berry. Urshifu needs Eject Pack. Conk needs the Rocky Helmet. Yeah, he is. Although, honestly, I feel like I have the Avengers for Drake. Like, having Priv and Walrein is so fucking good. And Water Urshifu, I guess, because he can switch in on anything from Crawdon. Yeah, Weavile too. Scarf. 5 Dracos. Oh, let me scroll this thing. Surprised I remembered. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Suicune is the main threat, honestly, because most boxes have options for the other stuff. But that's why I was saying Prim plus Walrein is like insane. Because, like, honestly, individually each of them can beat Suicune, and I have both. Alright, so this is why we named this guy Shlobamba. With Scarf, we outspeed, and we just drop one on this Pult's head. Oh, okay. At least I think I know how to fix it now. Yeah, Trisk. So you get to choose which ones you want to do single and which ones you want to do double, but it has to be 2 and 2. So this is always Crawdaunt for slow kill with Lash Out. Conk eats up the Lash Out. He's wearing a Rocky helmet, which will always break Crawdaunt's sash. Yeah, obviously Conk kills this thing, so he can never Dragon Dance. This should always be Crab Hammer, because it's highest damage move. And we're just going to go to Urshifu on the Crab Hammer. Okay, and we're going to CC. We have an eject pack, so after we kill this guy, we are going to get ejected because our stats get lowered. Okay, so we get a clean board. So we are just going to go to Prim. And Prim is slower than everything in the back, but outdamages everything except the Reshiram. So this should always be Reshiram. Alright. And Prim has done its job by baiting this guy out, so we're just going to flip turn out. Blue Flare, max roll crit plus burn would have procced my Citrus, and I would have been like 50-ish% after, but I guess it doesn't matter because this guy missed. So after the flip turn chip, Latios Draco Meteor always kills. Okay. So the reason that we needed to be pre-damaged and why I took the CC on Glacia with Latios is so that Zygarde always sees a kill with Dragon Claw. So Dragon Claw Mineral is 216 damage. Yeah, it did. Oh, our Prim is brave with like decent attack, so even with the burn it killed. Okay, yeah, so this is always Dragon Claw. With the HP scale on Weavile, even with our Piss defense, we always live a Dragon Claw max roll crit. So we can just go hard Weavile and Dragon Claw. We need to guaranteed beta kill because we don't want this guy to coil or glare on the switch. Okay, and the reason we had the Citrus Berry is so that Suicune, who comes in next, can never see a kill with Ice Beam. Okay, Icicle Crash always kills this thing. Dude, surprisingly, the Icicle Crash, like, it always kills, but not by a lot. Like, it's 105 minimum, even though it's like 4x effective. But I got another crit, by the way. Alright, Suicune is in. He can click literally anything here other than Ice Beam, but it doesn't matter. The only thing that we were worried about was Ice Beam because we don't want Prim to get frozen. But because Weavile is an Ice type and we're relatively healthy, it can't click Ice Beam. Alright, Calm Mind is fine. I might need to check some calcs just to make sure that my switches are safe, but this should be safe. So we can always just Parasong here. Oh, +2. +2 on Prim. Just like 24. Oh, I mean, we're full HP, whatever. I'm just going to flip turn out. Yeah, it did. That's also one of the reasons I didn't feel super comfortable about the Walrein Suicune 1v1 is you get pressured when you Encore him. So you only get 3 Encores total. And I wanted to also stay healthy enough that I can guaranteed bait the move I want for Mence. So we slow flip turn down, so Latios is always safe here. I'm pretty sure the AI will only try to switch when the perish counter is at 1, but just in case, I'm trying to always keep someone who has a kill on Suicune, or on Salamence in the back, in front. So he's +2. Ice Beam, crit. Does 126 to Weavile, so we can just go to Weavile here. I'm pretty sure I could have just gone Walrein right away, but whatever. I like planned this sequence of pivots assuming that everybody would take hella damage. And then now perish counter is at 1 and we go to Walrein. He was never going to switch out of Suicune to Mence there because Weavile obviously kills Mence. Right, and Suicune dies. Okay, so base form Mence, so this Mence only has 2 attacking moves. They're Earthquake and Return. When Mence is in base form, Return is always a normal, it's a normal type move. Once he Mega Evolves, it's gonna become a flying type. But right now, when he's deciding which move does more damage, he sees that Return is a normal type move. And we have a Chalon Berry, which reduces the amount of damage that normal type moves do by half. So he sees that Earthquake always does the most damage. He can never DD here because Walrein has a kill into Mence with Freeze Dry. So he's always going to click Earthquake. And we go to our Scarf Latios with Levitate on the Earthquake. Misses. And with Scarf, we are faster. Draco Meteor always kills. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I didn't even feel that good about this one because it was just so free with the box that I had. But, can't complain and got the dub. Okay, so you said I don't get to heal, like I don't get to do stuff in front of Wallace, right? So I just have to do all my prep here. Okay, I'll just do it here. I don't really need any pre-damage or anything. So. I don't know if anyone has done this before, but Chartyberry Walrein owns Swampert. Weavile needs the Muscle Band. Urshifu needs the White Herb. Oh, the other reason that I did that feint attack stuff on Phoebe was because I didn't want to have to give my White Herb to Latios in case I switched in on a Muddy Water accuracy drop, because I wanted to use the White Herb for Champ. Which meant that I couldn't afford to put Blastoise into Torrent. Latios keeps the Scarf, and Prim, I mean, item doesn't matter again. It's just here for the vibes. So everyone gets to go to full now. No! Okay, well, I was not meant to heal his burn. Let me check. It might be okay. That was fucking stupid. Oh wait, it's fine. Okay, so I mean, it was really dumb to do that. So the reason I sighed is because I thought that. Oh wait, no, it is. It isn't good. Is it? Let's see. So after. So it's 85. Okay, I think it's fine. Let me just like add up the numbers all the way, but I'm pretty sure it actually doesn't change anything. It just won't look as cool because Conk won't get to go out with a bang. Oh, actually maybe it does matter. I guess I'll throw up the calc since might be here a little bit. Let me figure out how to do that. Okay. So basically the plan was to just lead Conk with Focus Sash and Superpower Kyogre, which almost always killed, and if it didn't, then I could just finish with an Urshifu Aqua Jet. That's kind of off the table now. I still think I need to lead Conk, but the maximum amount of damage I can do. Okay, wait, so if I go. So if I Rock Tomb and then I Mach Punch him, then that does 74 plus 75, 149. So he has 341 HP minus 149 equals 192. And then, okay, Urshifu close combat kills, and I'll be faster because of the Rock Tomb speed drop. And the goal was basically either Conk kills Kyogre with superpower and dies to burn, or he gets Kyogre really low and then I kill with Urshifu. Because I want... Oh, but my Urshifu has a White Herb, and which I wanted to save. But I think I might just have to take that risk now. Okay, I think this is winnable with Rock Tomb into Mach Punch. It's just... So I think if everything went according to plan, I could have finished Wallace with 2 deaths, which I was kind of excited about. That is not going to happen now. So I guess I should think whether I want a different item on Urshifu instead of White Herb, because White Herb is not going to do anything for me anymore. I'm also just going to save here so I can run. Oh wait, actually saving here wouldn't do. Oh, I can save and script the burn in just to run it back to show you what it should have looked like after. But Focus Sash, Chardy, Muscle Band, White Herb, Scarf. So does White Herb do anything for me here? I think, well, I guess it doesn't because it's going to get burned on Kyogre. So is there a different item that would be better for me? Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't actually like do anything. I was just like looking at my mons, but wait, so if I just close this window, does it fix itself? Oh, it goes here. Let me just delete that window capture. Okay. Are we good now? So I need to teach Conk Rock Tomb. I also have an eject button because it didn't get used. So I can think about if that would help me somehow. But first let me just teach Rock Tomb. So Prim is not holding a useful item. Does giving her an eject button do anything? I mean, or Urshifu, I could give Urshifu an eject button. But I think that would actually be very bad. Yeah, I don't think Prim eject button really does anything because... So I'm going to chip Kyogre with Conk and then I'm going to kill with Urshifu CC. That should bait in Palkia, which was the plan, for Draco or Focus Energy. And then I was going to go Prim and slow flip turn out. So like giving her an eject button wouldn't even do anything anyways. The only thing is I'm going to lose my White Herb on Kyogre and it doesn't do anything, so I'm thinking if there's like some other item that would be better. Basically the thing is, the plan was, and still kind of is, so Palkia comes out on Urshifu, you go Prim, you flip turn out, then you kill with Latios, Scarf Latios, and that should bait Goodra in, and then you switch Urshifu into Goodra and you clear the CC drop you get from killing Goodra with the White Herb. So that way Skewda never comes in, because Skewda will never see a kill, even if you get Heavy Slam crit or something. Because you don't get defense dropped, it's always Manaphy. So without the White Herb, I think if I get Heavy Slam crit, or if he like curses and I have to take a +1 Heavy Slam, I could bait in Skewda, which might not necessarily be bad. I can just sack Prim to Skewda because Prim isn't doing anything else. So I think, but I wanted to chain Manaphy and Barraskewda with Latios Thunderbolt. Okay, I think this should still work. It's just not the way I drew it up. What item would be good here? Do I have anything useful? I could go Shell Bell. That way when I CC Goodra, I'll get a fat heal and I might be out of range of Skewda. I think that's the play. Alright. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to save. Whatever. I can just... I think I'm gonna win. So yeah, so I've Rock Tomb on Conk and Rock Smash on Urshifu. Oh, okay. Good thing I checked PPs. Well, I actually think I have enough, but I'm just going to use it to be safe. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, let me change this thing. Thank you. Okay, so the plan was to just superpower this idiot and send off El Capitan, the MVP of the run, with one last big kill. But I kind of fucked that up. So instead, we're just gonna Rock Tomb this Kyogre so that our Urshifu can outspeed it. We always live this because we have Focus Sash and we are not burned. And then we'll just get a Mach Punch off. Yo? Wait. Oh, well, I already took the White Arrow off. I was thinking maybe I could kill this with Surging Strikes now, but it doesn't matter because I'm not running White Herb. Okay, so we're faster thanks to that Rock Tomb. Urshifu is just always going to kill this with close combat. Even after the drop, Skewda shouldn't see a kill on us, so this should always go to Palkia for fast kill with Draco Meteor. So previously if I was full HP there would have been a chance of Focus Energy, but now because I have the CC drop, this should be guaranteed Draco. Gonna go to Prim. Okay. And we just flip turn out. No, not quite, Petra. Like, basically, the issue now is that I might, well, I'll say it when it comes up, but let me just make sure I have my scarf on. I should have checked that before. Okay. Okay, kill with Scarf Draco. Even at -2 special attack, we outdamage Skewda, and Skewda doesn't see any kills into us. So even though it's faster, it shouldn't come in, and we should get Goodra. It can either Curse or Heavy Slam. So we go to Urshifu here. and he crit, which was... let me double check. Actually, no, I have Shell Bell, so I think I should be fine. I kill this guy with CC, and then I'm out of Scooter range even with the defense drop. Let me just double check the calc, but I'm pretty sure we are back on track. Urshifu at -1 defense. Yeah, so Scooter max roll with liquidation is going to be 243. So even if we didn't get the Shell Bell healing, I guess it was a low roll crit or something. Or maybe I just messed up the math somewhere. But this should never be Scooter. And I always kill this guy with close combat since he didn't curse. So we just CC this guy. Should get a fatty heal from this. That was less than I thought. This should be Manaphy. I think this is... Well, okay, I'm not full HP, so... And I'm -1 SpDef. It could... Yeah, so this should always be Energy Ball. We have Muscle Band, Weavile. Oh, really? What's wrong with it? I've never used this item, so I didn't actually know that it was doing anything that it wasn't supposed to do. But so Weavile tanks an Energy Ball just fine. And if I was full HP, there's a chance that Manaphy could Tail Glow here, but that would have also been okay. Okay, we fake out. Oh, okay. Just gonna get some leftovers healing. So the reason we went Muscle Band is Fake Out plus Knockoff is always gonna do enough chip and get rid of the leftovers, but double crit will never kill the Manaphy. We don't want to kill Manaphy with Weavile. So Heisenberg is gonna knock for one last time, and then I'm just gonna spam Fake Out until I die. Okay, good job, Weavile. The chosen one. I put 7 scales into that guy, and he was worth every single one. Okay, so with the chip from Weavile and Manaphy not having leftovers anymore, Scarf Thunderbolt always kills. So now it's just Scooter and Swampert left. Swampert, it calcs as regular Swampert because he hasn't Mega Evolved yet. So we outdamage both of them, but Scooter is faster than me. So then now this should be Scooter. And because we got rid of our hasty nature, and we got a natural 26 defense. I scaled the speed, but the defense was natural. We always live Liquidation max roll crit. And Thunderbolt always kills. Okay, I might be able to save Latios here. I need to check the calc versus regular Swampert. Okay, yeah, I think... Yeah, well, I'll let Swampert come in. So regular Swampert, it has EQ, Liquidation, Stone Edge, Ice Punch. The max roll of Stone Edge, which is the highest damage move besides Ice Punch, is 114, and we're 115 HP. So this is guaranteed Ice Punch. Let me just make sure I'm not throwing by doing this, because this is literally just to save Latios. Yeah, so this is guaranteed Ice Punch, and our Thick Fat Walrein always tanks Ice Punch crit into Earthquake crit from Mega Swampert. He does have Stone Edge, but because I'm holding a Charty Berry, which reduces the damage of super effective rock moves, he never sees Stone Edge as doing more damage than Earthquake, so he's never going to go for the Stone Edge on me. This is Ice Punch. 8x resist. Alright, so this is always EQ. So the reason that I used one of my 2 candies on Walrein is at level 100, Freeze Dry always does enough damage that I can finish Swampert with Urshifu Aqua Jet afterwards. If I didn't candy Walrein, it wouldn't be enough, and if I candied Urshifu, it wouldn't be enough. Okay, that was an extreme... Okay. I mean, I guess I don't think it mattered, but we'll take that. Let me just check if I can... Like, if I have to risk the thaw or if I can switch Urshifu in. So Urshifu takes 276 max damage from an Earthquake crit if this idiot thaws, which he's not going to. So I can just hard Urshifu here, and even if he thaws and EQ crits, I always live. What? No, he did thaw. Alright, well, we always live this. And we managed to save Latios and Walrein. And Aqua Jet always kills. Okay, and that's Run and Bun, E4, 2 deaths, just like we drew it up. Absolutely nothing went different from the plan. Man. Okay, I actually, like, going into it, I kind of thought it was riskless, but Faulty put me in my place. But I'm still really happy with that. I'm sad I didn't make the Drifblim E4 happen, but I'm still pretty happy with this just because I felt like I was able to come up with my own strats and, like, show my creativity a little bit. And I don't know, it was really fun and, like, really satisfying to see it all come together. Tris, so basically, like, the AI, if it sees that it can kill, like, if Sucker Punch is a highest damage move or it sees that it can kill with Sucker Punch, it'll always try Sucker Punch once, and then the next time it's not guaranteed. I faked out the Urshifu on the first battle so that it couldn't go for Sucker Punch, and then I assumed that it would be guaranteed to go for Sucker Punch the next turn because it didn't get a chance to go for it the previous turn because of the fake out flinch. But apparently, even though it flinched, that counts as it trying to use Sucker Punch. So on the next turn, there's a chance it doesn't go for Sucker Punch. And like the absolute worst case scenario required him to go for the Sucker Punch after the fake out. Kind of a 50-50, but like a lot of things had to not go my way to end up in a position where that 50-50 was like on the table. So it was like really unlikely actually, but I did get a little bit bailed. Oh man. My previous best run was at Winona Gym, and like, to be honest, I feel like that one I was a little bit burnt out because it was taking so long to calc every fight, and I just kind of gave up when I could have still won. I could have like I still had resources that I could have used. I could have just spent more time and I could have toughed it out, but I just kind of threw stuff at the wall and I wiped. But yeah, previous PB was like the first trainer in Winona Gym, like Expert Kevin or something. Yeah, I think that's right. And also for Weavile to roll low, because Weavile could also kill with just fake out into one shard, even if Prim did low roll. But I'm not sure about the exact odds. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Just going to go through the box really quickly. Like, honestly, like, I'm kind of glad. No, like, even just streaming once felt like a bit of an imposition, and like the way I play this game is like super on and off. Like I'll just get an idea and like boot up the game for like 10 minutes and then just turn it off and just think about stuff in the background. Or so I don't know, it just felt like having to turn on the recorder, like turn on OBS every single time was like too much of a hassle, and I don't really care about the sheet or anything too much. But I am glad that I got to show my strats, because I do think some of it was kind of cool, even though there was no new guy. But yeah, thanks for watching. I guess I'll just go through the box really quickly. But I don't know if you guys care about this. So these are the only survivors. The three of the goats of my run were like Conk was by far the MVP of my run. Like I scaled special defense and I scaled the nature from relaxed to brave just now, but like all the rest of the IVs besides special defense were all natural, and this guy was fucking insane. Like carried both my tag battles, like so many hard fights. Like Guts Mach Punch with these stats is just so broken, and my guy was plus defense, which like let him tank some like stupid stuff. Like in the Moss Deep Gym, the Passimian had got huge power, and it still never saw a kill on Conk, which made my planning really easy because the Conk slot was always safe from like huge power CC. Walrein was also like literally one of the goats, like double battle MVP. Well, maybe Togi was double battle MVP, but Walrein was up there, and he also like smurfed on Seafloor Cavern. Weavile, the prodigal son, I invested so much into this guy because he was complete ass when I got him. Like scaled everything except the defense basically, and the defense being bad actually worked in my favor, funnily enough. I mean, these three are just like, I mean, you get them and they're kind of OP. I had guaranteed Prim, by the way, because I got 125 Starmie and Seafloor Cavern Samurott and Petalburg Gren. So this was like guaranteed, and it was my very last encounter, and I was trying to calc E4 before it, and it looked doomed, and I put a lot of hopes in this thing, and fortunately it came with like really good stats, and it just needed the Perish Song scale, which was really fortunate. I guess it's also fortunate that I had Walrein, so I didn't really need that much investment on Prim. Golisopod, I guess maybe Conk has to compete with Golisopod, but those two were the MVPs. Alaska, broken. You should not get this Pokemon for free. Penguin, honestly, kind of mid. Like, the suffering you endure early game is just not worth it. Like, I think Torterra is definitely the best starter, because the point of a starter, in my opinion, is to like help you get through early game. But I don't know, Penguin did some cool stuff. And I also got very little hazard removal. Like, because I fished on 111 for Stunfisk, who's actually kind of owns, I had very little hazard removal, so having Penguin was pretty nice for that. Yeah, Sceptile was really close to coming to the E4, but I just couldn't make it work. I didn't have the scales. I was like looking at like Leaf Blade Landsat Berry with max attack, and like that guy like owns Suicune, owns Kyogre, and I was looking at like stuff where you eject pack with Sceptile to kill Suicune, and then you go to where's my guy Driftblim? Oh shit, my keyboard. What is going on? Where is Driftblim? I can't find him. But I was looking at things where you like, you have Unburdened Driftblim and you eject on the Suicune as you kill it with just Ments left, and then Unburdened Driftblim skill swaps the Mega Salamence, which only has Return and Earthquake, so it literally can't touch you. And you can also do some cool stuff on Phoebe where you bait a Meteor Beam kill and then you take Lunala's Shadow Shield and always live the Meteor Beam. And because Lunala doesn't have Shadow Shield anymore, you can just one-tap it with anything. But I just couldn't put all the pieces together, unfortunately. Like Reshiram was one of the main issues because I didn't have Latios then. These are guys who died to mistakes. Oh yeah, he's here. Yeah, sad it didn't work out. Yeah, I won on a Finneon run, so I guess don't reset on your little root Finneons. You could still go all the way. I don't know. A lot of these guys, like, honestly weren't around for that long, but there are a few, like, heroes. Shiftry was amazing. Lilligant was amazing. Berserker, actually, once I scaled Fake Out, like, I was kind of upset about this guy at first because I felt like I had to scale a lot of moves on him. But once I scaled Fake Out, he was really good. Definitely was a little bit too far down on him. Slow King was awesome. Amoonguss was surprisingly good. Banette, I mean, isn't good, but I used it on Juan. I used Mega Banette, Phantom Force, and it was actually really good. I used Drifloom and Banette for Juan, and they kind of sauced things up. Slow King was good, but it was really just a budget Musharna who died because I messed up on Winona. Crobat died as soon as I got it. Talonflame got Shadow Tag trapped. Skewda died to the pressure thing. Oh yeah, Togi was amazing. Sacked him to an optional after I had done every single double battle. I think those are like the standout. Lopunny was almost amazing, but it was like relaxed 2 speed or something, and I just didn't have the investment for it. Unnerved Bear was not bad. I think people who cry about not getting guts are just being babies. Oh, Aggron was one of the other goats, like probably top 3. This mon is so broken. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Guess I'm not going to move the guys who died into the death box. They can stay here. But I don't know. I won. I can't believe it, but made it all the way. I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching, guys.